Oh, my camera froze. All right, good. I will in just a. 31, Donovan. Donovan whistles. So I'm gonna have Luke do the intro, and then yep.
Do that before anthem, after anthem.
He will do. So 10-minute warm up, clear the ice or clean up the pucks. Intro, anthem, play hockey.
I'm probably only gonna need him.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
What?
What?
Max Delaporte's starting.
Have you seen the videos?
Is he?
check, check, check.
Some of these guys play football good.
I don't know.
Some of these guys
It's gonna be. It's gonna be. Okay. Go ahead and give me a test count. It was working. Oh, hold on. Go ahead with the test count. I haven't listened to what's going on the outfield. That's all I'm doing. What? I know.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Show Park for tonight's varsity ice hockey matchup between the visiting Rome Free Academy Black Knights and your West Genesee Wildcats. Introducing tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Black Knights. At forward, a junior wearing number 4, Braden Meeks. At forward, a junior wearing number 7, Mark Verano. At forward, a senior wearing number 14, Jacob Bruno. At defense, a junior wearing number 10, Aiden Van Wy. At defense, a senior wearing number 16, Landon Sully. And in goal this evening for the Black Knights, a junior wearing number 30, Dante Sparaci. The head coach of the Black Knights is Mr. Jason Nowicki, and assisted by Dave Petrelli and Bill Fleet. And now the starting lineup for your West Genesee Wildcats. At forward, a freshman wearing number 26, Max Delaporte. At forward, a sophomore wearing number 11, Matthew Schneid. At forward, a junior wearing number 22, Nick Maloney. At defensive, senior wearing number 4, Ryan Long. At defensive, senior wearing number 20, Angelo Caruso. And in goal this evening for the Wildcats is senior wearing number 31, Donovan Whistle. Head coach of the Wildcats is Mr. Frank Calabufo, and assisted by Bob Chattel, Brian Long, Jared Yeager, Sean Coakley, and Nicole Morgan. And officials for this evening contest are Mr. Will O'Malley, Matt Leveroni, and Kevin Poppleton. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats in honoring America and the men and women who both served at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem.
number 1 team in Section 3 with West Genesee sitting at number 4. West Genesee has a 11-4-1 overall record, with Rome Free Academy coming with a 13-1-1 record. Taking a look at their conference standings, Rome Free Academy 6-0 undefeated in Section 3 play, with West Genesee sitting 4-1-1. The Black Knights have 12 points, while the Wildcats sit at 9. It is one of the biggest matchups in New York State high school hockey here tonight, right in front of us. The most anticipated matchup this week in Section 3 hockey. West Genesee in white, and Rome Free Academy in orange. Going from left to right, the Wildcats win the opening draw, sent back. It's going to be Angelo Caruso, plays it up the near boards. That one picked up by Matthew Schneid, and a quick chance already, finding his way in on goal and crashing the netminder was Caruso. We'll get a whistle there. Remember, we have 17-minute periods in New York State high school hockey, so 16:45 left to go in the opening period of play. Thrown out of the draw, the Black Knight was. Here come the Black Knights. And a big hit from behind, laid by Nick Mulunai. Picked up by Van Wy for the Black Knights, and we're going to get an offsides here. 31 seconds in. We'll take a look at our starting netminder matchup here tonight, starting with West Genesee. You're going to have Donovan Whistle in goalie, 5-2-1 record, 111 goals against average, and a .956 save percentage. Phenomenal season for him. He's played in 8 games this season. He's only allowed 1 more goal than games played, and a chance in on goal by McAloon. This one ripped around the end boards, back at the far point, sent back right in front of the Rome Free Academy bench, and a quick shot in on goal by Parker Berg. And a stretch pass will go through the wickets of the Wildcat and played out by the captain, number 7, Logan DeWalters. And the breakout looks to begin for the Black Knights. In over the line, cannot corral that puck was Mark Verano, and before checking begin for Varmold and the Wildcats, as we're a minute and a half into this game. Caruso pressured and knocked off the puck and shot in over the line by Bruno. He's knocked down from behind. A nice job there by Verano, keeping possession alive for the Black Knights. This one flipped back to the near side corner. Verano does a nice job of holding that puck, dancing around the defense. Caruso, Verano turns around, fans on it, and a shot back in on goal from the right defenseman in Van Wy. And fired all the way down the length of the ice. The official's arm is up. And go for an icing. In goal for the Black Knights is going to be number 30, Dante Sparacci, coming in with a phenomenal 11-1-1 record. A 1.13 goals against average and a .953 save percentage. So when you take a look at some of the top netminders in all of New York State, especially Section 3, you got 2 of the best playing here tonight for both squads, respectfully. And a quick save made by Whistle off the shot from the far point. Face-off played to the near side corner. Picked up by Denman. A nice exit as Denman will play it. Mendiola for the Black Knights chips it out, but stolen away by Deman once more, and great edge work keeping this puck alive in the offensive zone for the West Genesee Wildcats. And that puck in front. Bodies around the crease, but Rome Free Academy comes out with it. They play it out of the... And now coming back, a quick shot in on goal. Patted away by Sparacy. Delayed offsides, so allow Rome Free Academy to regroup and recess. The breakout begins, 13:40 to go in this scoreless first. This one chipped into the zone. The Black Knights in on the forecheck. Coming out, that's Schneid. Schneid's got his man with him. That's Deporte. And he'll crash into the end boards, and Sparacy covers it up for the whistle. 13:22 to go. Good hard forechecking there by the Wildcats offensively. Once again, my name's Evan Harrington. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. One of the most anticipated matchups in all of Section 3 in all of New York State hockey. The 1 versus 4. That being the Black Knights in the 1 seed. West Genesee in the 4 seed. And the two teams in between them sandwiched is Syracuse at the 2 seed in Baldwinsville at the 3 seed. Far side half wall controlled by DeWalters. DeWaters has his shot blocked and will find its way back in front of the goal. DeWaters can't get to it. And playing this one forward goes off of Riley McAloon in the neutral zone, pushed forward by Braden Meeks for RFA. Down the length of the ice, we'll see what it's got. In icing, 12:46 to go. This one will come back into the West Genesee defensive zone. The Wildcats leading the Black Knights in shots on goal, 3-2 up to this point. Face off to the left of whistle. It's going to be won by West Genesee. And a shot from just about center ice. Hunter Cole. Nicely done, just getting that puck in on goal and making Sparacy having to cover that up and setting his team up for an offensive zone draw. That draw will come up to the left of the netminder. Won by the Wildcats. Near point, played over far side half wall, hit from behind, centered back down low, Matthew Schneid. And this one exits the zone and coming back in full transition. The captain for RFA, Jacob Bruno. He's met defensively by Matthew Schneid. This puck exits the neutral zone, fired back down and around the end boards. Over to the far side half wall, cleared out. That was Max Del Porte, and plays it back over to Angelo Caruso, who just plays this one. Officials say no icing as it was touched up, allowing the Wildcats to get a fresh, changing, much-needed one. This puck played in. Into the slot, taken back. Exits the zone once more, picked up by RFA. They just play it back in, get a much-needed change themselves. There's Ryan Long, in over the line. Long dancing, Ryan Long, beautifully done, and just over the top of the netminder, coming from his defense spot. Joining the rush, the alternate captain heads back to the bench. And now pushing this one forward, we'll get our first penalty of today's game. It's going to go for interference as Charlie Townsend was making his way into the West Genesee zone, and that will find Hunter Cole to the box. 2 minutes for interference. 11:16 left in the first period. We'll get our first power play of tonight's game. one of the top power play units in all of Section 3. It was a back and forth affair up to this point. We'll see who can take advantage on the special teams side of things. Face off to the right of Donovan Whistle. Tied up right in front of us, down low. Bodies pressured, and a chance in front. The shot. Whistle makes the save on the look in front by Meeks, and another shot off the post, and it's covered up off the look from Mark Verano. The netminder Whistle had no idea where it was, but they say the post, being the goalie's best friend, it was there for him today. 14 seconds gone in an already action-packed power play. 11:01 in the period. This one kept alive. That's Braden Meeks, plays it over far side. Jacob Bruno, the captain, up top. A shot in on goal. That one deflected wide of the net. Will find its way back to Verano. Over to Bruno once more. Bruno, quick shot and a big-time block by the alternate captain, Nick Malunai. And he's feeling that one. Malunai's going to go to the bench, and we'll see how he is the rest of this period and potentially the rest of the power play. 1:05 left to go in the man advantage for RFA, and Whistle looked to cover. That one poked free. Kept alive. He'll be cycled back down low for the captain. Plays it over. This one cycled back down below the boards. Mendiola plays it over once more. That's Mark Verano. High slot. The shot deflected over top of the goal on the look by Sully. And the captain keeps it alive, but not for long, as it's cleared out in timely fashion. Max Del Porte, 35 in the power play. And the Black Knights with one last opportunity potentially here at the man advantage. The captain in over the line. Jacob Bruno plays it back up top. Van Wy. Back over to the captain. Walking the line. Van Wy plays it over. The captain has the bench. Chance in front. A look by LaPlante. Shut down, sent down all the way the length of the ice by Logan DeWaters. 5 seconds left in the man advantage. This one's chipped in. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Hunter Cole has the bench. Off the bench is Greg Wood. So a great job by the West Genesee penalty kill, shutting down one of the top Section 3 power plays in RFA. And coming back once more, Logan DeWaters. An individual effort just to enter the zone. Plays it up top. That's Hunter Briggs. Hunter Briggs surveys. Fires that one in on goal. Dante Sparaci makes the save. Plays it to the corner. This one cycled back below the end boards. Played far side. As the Black Knights look to get this puck out of their zone, they do. The breakout begins, pushing pace forward. In on goal, and Whistle will elect to cover, as it was a full-blown individual effort by Zach Sandstrom. But it worked indeed, as he set his team up for an offensive zone face-off with 8:26 to go in this scoreless first period. And we talked about West Genesee being the 4th seed in Section 3 up until this point with a 4-1-1 record in conference play. But the thing to note is they've won the Section 3 conference the last 4 years. They've been sectional champions, so looking to make it 5 in a row potentially. To see when playoffs come around. It's also a team that won the state championship in 2023. So this is a team that's done their fair share of work over the last couple of seasons. And looking to continue. And their head coach, Frank Calabufo, in his 32nd season, has taken this team to a plentiful of sectional championships, and they've seen a lot of state championships under the coaching of Frank Calabufo. 7:30 to go, puck sent in. RFA gets a full line change. The breakout begins for Hunter Cole, back on the ice for the first time since taking that interference penalty And we'll get an icing committed by West Genesee, coming back all the way down the length of the ice for an O-zone face-off for the Black Knights. The RFA is coached by Jason Nowicki, a well-respected coach in Section 3. Face off to the left of Donovan Whistle. And now in over the line. Logan to Waters, below the goal. Kept alive, cycled below the end boards, back over far side to Waters. He'll leave it for Walker. Walker, his shot will find its way to the far side corner, picked up and sent deep into the West Genesee zone by RFA. They get a much needed change, sent down the length of the ice. And a great play, here comes Carvel. That being Braden Carvel. Playing it back over to Vormwald. Tied up below the boards. That one will find its way back to the far side. Played to the far side corner for Vormwald. 6:15 to go in this scoreless first period. Shot from the near point, blocked. Finds its way to the slot, and Vormwald will do a nice job of trying to play it back to the slot there for Braden Carvel. Sparacy out of the goal. The breakout begins for the Black Knights. Tied up in the neutral zone. That's Bartlett. Taken away though. West Genesee having a chance on the rush, but negated by RFA. And the applying forechecking efforts for West Genesee will bring this puck down low, and the net's knocked off its post. Get the attention of the officials, and you're blown dead. .5:22 to go in this scoreless first period. Shots on goal still in favor of the Black Knights, 7-5. It will be a O-zone face-off to the left of Sparacy for West Genesee. That one won, but battled back by the Wildcats. Playing that one to the far side post, knocked down in front of the net was Maloney, but no call. And as the Black Knights enter the zone, this one just sent up and out by Matthew Schneid. And if RFA turns their skates up the ice, they have some numbers. They finally do. It's the captain, Jacob Bruno. Has that one taken off his stick and smartly played by Matthew Schneid down the ice as he and a couple of other Wildcats needed a change. Sends right in on Whistle, and coming in hot was Charlie Townsend, so he'll elect to cover that one up. 4:33 to go. Face-off set to take place to the left of Donovan Whistle. And when you take a look at this West Genesee goal tandem, you got Donovan Whistle, as we've talked about through most of this first period, but Carter Mathewson is just as good right there. A 6-2 record. 160 saves on the season. I'm sorry, 149 saves on the season, a 1.38 goals against average, and a 931 save percentage. So his numbers are almost identical to his partner in the goalie tandem, that being Whistle. So you know that any single night you're playing either one of these netminders, you're going to get a good performance more times than not. They elected to go with Whistle here tonight. And the icing will go. Bringing this one back down. And obviously in high school hockey, doesn't matter if you are the first player there for the opposing team. It will always be blown dead. Player safety. Face off to the right of whistle. It's going to be picked up by West Genesee. Chipped out of the zone by Riley McAloon. McAloon will cycle this one in. Sparacy out of the goal to play it. Under 4 to go, 3:52. And a great read by the defenseman in Angelo Caruso. And the pressure being put on RFA. Here by West Genesee, driving in on goal. Plays it in on goal. Was to Waters, and a little extracurricular activity after the whistle between both these teams. Expected to see that through most of tonight, with the ramifications, it being a conference matchup's always going to spark that intensity up a bit. You take a look at some of the other conference matchups. We got CNY, some of the other conference matchups taking place here tonight. Baldwinsville Auburn started at 6. CNY Fusion Casanova postponed alongside Oswego and Cortland Homer. Whitesboro and CBA, they'll play at 7. Ontario Bay, Watertown also postponed. And Skinny Atlas and Clinton, 7:30. Syracuse and Mohawk Valley, 7:30. And Ithaca and Fayetteville Manlius as well, 7:35. So a couple of games postponed, obviously, due to the weather that Central New York and all of the country, it seems like, has been facing these last couple of days. And hopefully everyone has stayed safe out there and doing the right precautions and shoveling the driveway and staying safe in times like this. And looks like there's something taking place here. The officials and talking to the timeskeeper, and got a little stoppage here for the last couple of moments. Kind of just for both teams to get going here, and the officials get ready to set this puck down. Not exactly sure what's taking place. Talking to the RFA bench. Here we go. Whistled back down. With 3:36 to go, we will see a West Genesee power play. Looks like Mark Verano went to the penalty box. Not exactly sure for what, but Verano's in the box. And obviously you're not going to complain if you are West Genesee, and that obviously marks why the officials were talking to the Black Knights bench, because obviously signaling that RFA will be shorthanded. And they are not happy. Face off to the left of Sparacy. We're tied in shots, 8 apiece up to this point. The first power play of the game for the Wildcats. They killed off a power play by RFA earlier on. And a chance backdoor. Max Del Porte almost had the first goal of tonight's game. High slot. And the net is knocked off its post. They're calling it delay of game on RFA Mark Verano. So delay a game penalty here late in the first period. Face off. One will find the stick of J.J. McCarthy. Back up top. That's Schneid. Schneid over to McCarthy. Schneid, the quarterback of the power play, up top. 30 seconds gone. Schneid up top. Fires, blocked off the wrist of the RFA defender, that being the captain, Jacob Bruno. Putting his body on the line for his squad. Schneid once more. He'll curl and drag. Fired, blocked by the captain once again. 50 seconds gone, and Schneid has that punked bounce over the top of his stick. Exits the zone and time to regroup for the Wildcats. And Bruno all over Schneid once more, but he enters the zone cleanly. Plays it over Max Del Porte. Far side dot. We'll play it up to Schneid, and once again a little bumpiness on the ice surface over the stick of Schneid once more. J.J. McCarthy back over to Schneid. 37 seconds left in this West Genesee power play. Sparacci plays it around the end boards, far side half wall. 30 seconds left. Schneid up top, plays it over McCarthy. Near side, circle blocked once again. That's 3 block shots on this penalty kill for RFA. 20 seconds left. Shot, and Sparacci makes the routine glove save off the luck from the near side dot by J.J. McCarthy. And McCarthy, one of the top point producers on this entire West Genesee squad. He's got 3 goals and 14 assists for 17 points. And almost getting another one to go there. 10 seconds left in the power play. Chance trying to stuff it in on goal, but it's sent all the way down the length of the ice, out of the goal. Whistle will play it. That will do it for the West Genesee power play. So both penalty kills for both respective teams have shut down each team's opposing power play chance. And now Tommy Stanton cycles this one around the end boards, plays it over. Shot from the far near side half wall. Taken down and no call, far side corner. Held in possession and fired just wide of the goal. That was Greg Wood. He's got 3 goals on the season, looking to add another one there. Sparacci out of his goal. A collision down low. Greg Wood through the final minute of play here in the first period. Now coming, the best chance so far of tonight's game. In on goal was Mark Varnano. And a whistle with a fantastic save, keeping himself calm, cool, and collected in between the pipes. Verano, 21 goals and 16 assists with 37 points. That's second on the team in points, first in goals. 50 seconds left, face off to the right of whistle. Verano battling below the goal, taken down. Both teams battling hard, no call from either side. Braden Carvel plays it up and will go for an icing. 34.6 to go. This one's coming the other way. .6 to go in this one. Played off the glass, sent down the ice. We'll go for, once again, another icing. And that's what you expect from these types of games, because you know how good both these squads are. And we're playing toe-to-toe with one another. See if this has the length for an icing. It does not. With 22 seconds left, the final breakout potentially of the first period begins in a stretch pass up to Meeks. Enters the zone. RFA, chance shot from the dot, puck deflected to the far corner. Far side half wall, 5 seconds to go. Pinned up top, cleared out of the zone by the Wildcats. And that will do it for period number 1. Through the first 17 played, West Genesee and RFA tied 0-0. The Wildcats lead the Black Knights in shots on goal, 10-9. But we're scoreless after the first 17 played. We'll be back here real soon for period number 2. You're tuned into Section 3 Hockey. I'm Evan Harrington. We'll be back in just a bit. Welcome back for tonight's Section 3 matchup as West Genesee welcomes the visiting Rome Free Academy Black Knights. At the end of the first 17 played, we're scoreless, 0-0. The Wildcats lead the Black Knights in shots, 10-9. We'll be switching sides. There's the team in orange, the Black Knights going from left to right. We'll see the Wildcats going from right to left. Both teams had a power play through the opening period. No team able to capitalize on either man advantage. But it's been a back and forth game. We told you it's the 1 versus 4 matchup in Section 3, one of the most anticipated matchups all season long, and arguably the most anticipated matchup here tonight in all of New York State hockey, and most importantly, Section 3. In goal still for the Black Knights is going to be number 30, Dante Sparaci. 9 for 9, 10 for 10 in the same category. Coming in once again, 11-1-1 record for Sparaci and 1.13 goals against average, allowing 1.13 goals a game, and an 8.953 save percentage. Donovan Whistle still in goal for the Wildcats, a 9.56 save percentage, 1.11 goals against per game, and a 5-2-1 record. Over 200 saves on the season. As we get ready for period number 2. Alumni, the captain. Jacob Bruno in the face-off circle. Bruno wins it. And the breakout begins here for Aiden Van Wy. Off the pad of Whistle. Down the length of the ice it goes. The first icing of the second period. Once again, my name's Evan Harrington. Wanted to welcome you back to the broadcast. Thank you for tuning into tonight's broadcast of West Genesee welcoming Rome Free Academy. It's a cold one in New York, even colder being in the hockey rink, but we do it for the love of the game. Quick shot, top of the point, deflected to the far side in front. A chance as it's centered through the crease. It was a great look by Mark Verano, but poked forward, coming back. Matthew Schneid knocked off the puck, chipped forward. Not able to be cleared out of the zone as Alumni will send it in on goal, coming back as it's sent in by the Black Knights once more. Cleared all the way to the neutral zone, sent in. As Miles Mendiola does a nice job of bringing this puck in himself. He'll cycle it around the end boards. Charlie Townsend will get knocked down from behind, no call. Blaze it over, taken back by Parker Berg for the Wildcats, and a chance as they enter the slot. A quick look by Riley McAloon. Now deflected up and out of play. A good chance by the alternate captain. 15:20 to go in the second, still scoreless. A no-zone face-off coming up here for West Genesee. Face-off will take place to the left of Sparaci, who's got a C on his chest, so just shows you the leader that Sparaci is. No team coming out of the face-off circle clean with it, but will find its way over to the Black Knights. Battled for it right in front of us in the near side half wall. Cycled back to the far side half wall. Far point, quick chance. That one shot way high of the goal. Kept alive by Harrison Walker below the goal now. Taken away by Miles Mendiola for RFA and played back into the Wildcats zone. The Black Knights will get a couple of fresh legs out onto the ice. We're through the first 2 minutes of period number 2. Oh, that one just fired down the length of the ice. They'll go for an icing as clean as can be. So we'll see Rome Free Academy come up with a face-off to the right of the netminder, Donovan Whistle. Shot wide of goal. Kept alive, and Whistle could not corral that one cleanly, almost trickled its way in on the chance by Mark Verano. In a beautiful mood, Matthew Schneid. Schneid centers it. A chance for the Wildcats. But taken away now, coming back with numbers in advantage, the captain, Bruno. And he's met, he's negated. Bruno, 52 points on the year. Second in lead for goals. First in points. And he's met. And the breakout begins for West Genesee. Offsides waved off. Poked forward. Here comes Charlie Townsend and RFA, but they're met in the neutral zone, but now it's ultimately sent in. And the forechecking effort from RFA cannot get something going in the O zone as the Wildcats pressure it back. And that one cannot be kept in the zone. That one will trickle through the wickets of Hunter Briggs. And sent all the way in as Whistle will just play this one over to the far side and developing numbers in advantage, but instead of holding on to that puck, chased a man, elected to dump it in. And right in front of us here, kept alive, a shot from the near point by Briggs goes wide of goal. Puck in the neutral zone, 12:35 to go, scoreless in this second period. Chipped in by Parker Bird. Bird will pin it up on the far side half wall, cycles it back down low. That's Riley McAloon. This puck exits the zone once more. Delayed offsides allows RFA to pick it up, but just throwing it back into the neutral zone, allowing West Genesee to cleanly take this puck back, and a couple of bodies spilling in front. The captain for West Genesee, Logan DeWaters, going down, no call, and now a beautiful tip in by Berg. The netminder Sparacy out of his goal, allowing a chance to be deflected from far side to near. Pick back up on the stick. That's Vormwald. Below the goal, we'll see Riley McAloon once more. Ryan Long fires the puck from the near side point. Bodies in front, coming back, a 3-on-2, started by the captain. Jacob Bruno enters the zone, and the offsides is called. And RFA not happy with that, as they had a rush opportunity with 3-on-2, numbers in favor. But an offside goes against. We'll stop that chance. We'll bring this one back into the neutral zone with 11:26 to go. It's going to be sent in by RFA once more. This puck will find its way to the near point, taken out by West Genesee, fired in below the goal. You got Matthew Schneid battling Van Wy on the forecheck, and you see Schneid just all over the ice here tonight. A smaller player, but a gritty one with great edge work that can just get his way up the ice and playing it over. A little too far in front with Max Del Porte, but forecheck begins for Nick Malunai, and the Wildcats. Alumni. A beautiful feed in the slot. The shot. Bracy makes the save. And Riley McInloon on the doorstep. Cleans up the garbage, and the Wildcats lead 1-0. That's McInloon's 5th goal of the season, his 8th point overall. And it was beautifully fed into the slot. Sparacy made the initial save, but McInloon was there on the doorstep to pick up the loose puck. And what a job by McInloon. And now McInloon back with the puck. And that will go for Nyson. West Genesee face off the right. Sparacy quickly won. A quick chance from the near side by J.J. McCarthy. McCarthy looking to muscle Zach Sandstrom off the puck. And that one just finds its way right to Donovan Whistle for the whistle. 9:47 to go. Again, we are live from Shove Park, the home of the Wildcats, welcoming the visiting Rome Free Academy Black Knights for tonight's Section 3 divisional matchup. West Genesee sitting at the 4 seed. They have won the section for the last 4 years. And RFA currently undefeated with a 6-0 divisional record, holding that #1 spot. West Genesee currently leads 1-0, courtesy of the goal by Riley McInloon. His 5th of the year, scored at 6:26 into the second. 9:25 left here to go in the second. Puck in the offensive zone for RFA, and Whistle makes a couple of nice saves short side, stuffing the chance. A backdoor look for Mark Verano. But coming back 2-on-2, numbers in favor. J.J. McCarthy, a quick wrister, that one wide of goal. Back down low near side corner, McCarthy matched up against Sully. McCarthy breaks free. He'll play it over to Alumni once more. This one shipped out of the zone, back into the neutral zone, played in for the time being, allowing a couple of Wildcats to get themselves a fresh change. Van Wise sends it in for RFA, but taken back by West Genesee. And a loose puck in the neutral zone, picked up once more. Alumni, quick shots. Bracy, the save deflected wide to the corner, played all the way down the ice surface for an icing. .805 to go, face off to the right is Sparacy. That one far side. kept alive by McAloon in front. Chance by Berg. Berg holds in front for McAloon. McAloon trying to wrap it around. Puck's on the doorstep again. And cleared out by RFA. Down the length of the ice, but not enough for an icing. Puck back in the neutral zone, taken back by RFA, 7:20 to go. Quick shot entering the zone by Hunter Cole. It will get deflected up and out of play by the netminder Sparacy. With a face-off, 7:13 left. Face off to the left of Dante Sparacy. And the official saying, my bad, let's redo this. We'll have a redo on the offensive zone face off with 7:12 to go. RFA leading in shots 16-13 despite West Genesee being up 1-0. Courtesy of Riley McAloon. 6:26 into the second. 7 minutes left to go in period number 2 and taken back. Matthew Schneid plays this down the length of the ice, and that will go for an icing. Once again, we talked about it. Matthew Schneid, just one of those players all over the ice surface. 14 goals, 14 assists for 28 points. That's the best on this West Genesee squad, and rightfully so. Just a player all over the length of the ice in a routine pad save, and it's stuffed home! Braden Meeks had the puck in front on Whistle, and Whistle did not see it. And he just jammed it through the 5-hole. And we're tied 1-1. Meeks is 14th on the season, his 25th point overall. Initially, it started with a routine pad save off the faceoff, kicked away by Whistle. And it somehow found the stick of Braden Meeks on the doorstep in front, and he just slid it and jammed it right through the padding of Donovan Whistle. That goal coming at 10:26. Into the second, we're tied 1-1 now. We got ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it's Section 3 matchup. West Genesee welcoming the visiting RFA Rome Free Academy. Another icing down the length of the ice. Face off to the right, or left, sorry, of Donovan Whistle once more. And quickly one played back below the goal. It's going to be Hunter Cole. Sends this one around the end boards. And taken back. A great job by Vormwald. Quick shot entering the zone for the near side half wall. Back in front, puck loose. Not able to be seen. This one will go down the length of the ice for an icing. Under 6 to go, 5:58 to go. And you talk about a back and forth game with a lot on the line, and this is definitely one of those. We're tied 1-1, 5:58 to go in the second. RFA leading in shots 18-14. Both teams have had their moments. Both 0 for 1 on the power play. So both penalty kill units have came to play, and both teams have done a nice job up to this point. Puck fired back in by Ryan Long. This allows RFA to get this one to the laid off sides, and the breakout begins. And it's shut down right away. Taken back by the Wildcats in over the line. That's J.J. McCarthy. Back down low. Taken away. That's Braden Carvel. A broken stick. That is Carvel's stick. He'll out of the bench. And a quick shot in over the line by Mark Verano. Quick save made by Whistle. And not exactly what Braden Carvel wanted to see was the opposing netminder Dante Sparacci skating his stick back to him, but only bringing half of it. But good sportsmanship there by Sparacci, but I'm not too sure if Braden Carvel is too happy seeing half his stick broken. Say, hey, here's the blade of your stick. Get it out of my crease. A knockdown in front, no call. West Genesee may have gotten away with one there, but nonetheless, we're continuing play. Now one flipped up into the West Genny bench and got a play. .5:10 left to go here in the second. We're tied 1-1. Again, we're live from Show Park, the home of the West Genesee Wildcats. With that face-off, we'll come back from center ice. There's no goal scored, just a puck flipped out of play. That was in front of the West Genesee bench. Now coming back with a 3-on-2 and a back checker in hand. In over the line, Schneid tips it in on goal on the nice feed by Maloney. .440 left in the second, and on his knees, but in over the line, somehow flips it in on goal. As number 11, Zach Sandstrom for RFA. So him doing that will allow his team to set up for an O-zone draw with 4:36 to go. One of the top face-off of the year to give West Genesee a 1-0 lead, but just about a few minutes later with 10:26 into the second, it was Braden Meeks who found himself alone in front of the netminder Donovan Whistle and just shoved a puck right through the padding of the netminder, who's only allowed up to this point 9 goals all season long, and now he's officially allowed double digits for the first time this season. 2:20 left to go in the second. Breakout set to begin. That's Landon Sully for RFA. Plays this one off the far side. Boards and the captain spinning around, centering it just wide. Jacob Bruno. It was a great look by the captain. And a couple of sticks flying. No arms up, will play on. Good cycling here by the Black Knights in front. As Braden Meeks looking for his second. A couple of bodies in that far corner, no call. Up top, fired wide. Mendiola can't get it to go, but the puck out of the zone, kept alive for the time being. Delayed off sides. And with 90 seconds to go in the second period, an icing call will head back into the West Genesee defensive zone for the RFA O-zone face-off set to take place, leading in shots 19-14. Tied 1-1, a big-time face-off in an important stage of the second period. Face-off will take place the right of Donovan Whistle. West Genesee, who has won the section the last 4 years, currently sitting in 4th place. The 4-1-1 Section 3 record. And period number 2 is we're tied 1-1 at the end of the second slate of 17 minutes played. And it was a back and forth period by both squads. We'll come back here in a little bit and recap that second period and how we got to this point. But at the end of 34 minutes played from Shove Park, it's tied 1-1 between West Genesee and RFA. Stay tuned for more Section 3 hockey. I'm Evan Harrington. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back into the broadcast booth as we are getting ready and set for period number 3 in this tied 1-1 game in Section 3 divisional play, with the West Genesee Wildcats being host to the Rome Free Academy Black Knights. Through the first 34 minutes played up to this point, we're tied 1-1. RFA leading in shots on goal, 19-14. But how did we get to this point? At the 6:26 mark in the second, Riley McAloon would net the first goal of the game, breaking it open. And not too far after the 10:26 mark, Braden Meeks notched his 14th goal of the season. That's third best on the Black Knights to tie it up 1-1. Now we're back to our original settings. We'll see West Genesee go from left to right and RFA go from right to left. The Wildcats in white, the Knights in orange. Both teams taking it in up to this point. West Genesee, who has won the last 4 sectional championships in Section 3, sit 4th in the division with a 4-1-1 record. But the undefeated Black Knights looking to pull off what may some call a potential upset. They're undefeated 6-0. And it's won by the captain, Jacob Bruno. The final 17 regulation to be played sent in. Braden Meeks wins this one. The captain, Bruno, full out of steam, pinned up, knocked down near side corner, plays it back around. Joining the fray, it's Mark Verano. Bruno can't keep it in. Puck spills to the neutral zone. Matthew Schneid knocked off his rush. It'll be picked up by Ryan Long, plays it over far side and cannot connect with his intended target, that being Max Delporte, and it'll go for the first icing of the third period. 16:23 to go. Ozone face-off upcoming for the Black Knights in this 1-1 hockey game here from Shove Park. Face-off coming up to the right of the netminder, Donovan Whistle, who has been locked in here so far through the first 2 periods. 18 saves on 19 shots faced. Puck tied up in the far side neutral zone, played in. In on the forecheck, that's Logan DeWaters, the captain, pressuring. RFA comes out with the puck there. Breakout begins into the neutral zone. Charlie Townsend fires it in. Whistle out of the goal, back below the goal, taken away. That's Hunter Cole. And centered from low to high, blocked in front on the look by Mark Verano. The best look for Verano here tonight. Down the length of the ice, icing waved off, and you can see the Zamboni leaving a little stickage out onto the ice as that puck got stuck right there, but poked out into the neutral zone. Verano knocked off the puck and taken away. J.J. McCarthy. A beautiful move. McCarthy in on goal. That one slips wide of goal. Sparacy plays it out, coming back. Verano once more enters the zone. Quick shot deflected. Up and out of play. 15:06 to go in the third. We're tied 1-1. An Ozone face-off upcoming for the Black Knights. And both teams will get fresh legs out there. Face-off coming up to the left of Donovan Wilson. Once again coming in with a 5-2-1 record and a .956 save percentage. Push forward off the draw. Pettinelli below the goal. Carson Pentinelli with under 15 left. We're through the first 2 minutes. That one shot and deflected. Taking a weird angle off of Chase Denman. And we'll stay here in the O-zone, set for another draw coming up. This time to the right of Donovan Whistle. Donovan Whistle. Once again, 18 saves here tonight. He's been phenomenal. And a great pass off the ice. There for Greg Wood. Touched up just over the center ice line, taking away the icing. Both teams battling for it. Near side corner. Coming out with the puck is RFA. And that one just sent down the ices. It looked like Stephen Mudry just did not see that puck and would have been able to play it down the ice for a potential dump in, but he'll head to the bench instead and get a whistle here. It's going to be an interference penalty. What it looks to be against RFA. It's going to be against RFA's number 18, Carson Pentinelli. And West Genesee power play coming up. They were 0 for 1 so far today. Cannot capitalize on their first power play attempt. Coming back in the first period, we're tied 1-1. Kept alive, J.J. McCarthy up top. Schneid blocked once more in a kind of repeated story of that first power play for the Wildcats. It was Matthew Schneid up top, pressured all power play long by the other captain, that being number 14, Jacob Bruno. He recorded 3 block shots on the first penalty kill as he just sits in that slot position, but McCarthy plays it over far side. A great look, but blocked by Miles Mendiola. Back entering the zone, Matthew Schneid once more. Schneid up top. We're through a minute of the West Genesee power play. Back over McCarthy. Into the slot, a beautiful look in the bumper position. And a blocker save made by Sparacy on the look by Parker Berg. Schneid, 45 seconds left in the man advantage. Back over McCarthy. Near side circle, plays it down low. And a quick turnaround shot just high of the goal. That was Nick Maloney. 30 seconds left. Schneid plays it up. Couple of dip moves. We'll find McCarthy on a great look and blocked in front. Landon Soley. The final 20 seconds of this West Genesee power play. Fired in, delayed offside, allowing the Black Knights to pick up this puck. Sent down the length of the ice. That will do it. With 5 seconds left, West Genesee not able to capitalize on a second power play in a tied 1-1 game in the third. Puck sent in, dumped in by Riley McAloon. Played back by Sparacy. He'll play it far side. Will find its way back to the near side corner. That puck sent back around the end boards once more, kept alive by Caruso. Caruso will play it back around the end boards over to Riley McAloon. We'll get a whistle. .53 left to go here in the third period. RFA leading in shots, 19-17. Tied 1-1. Face off to the right of Sparacy. Far side corner, both teams battling for it side up. And it will spill its way out to the far side dot and trying to push it through the neutral zone. Was RFA, but knocked off the puck, no call. Was Sestito. And the intensity picking up in this one as both teams have had a couple of bodies spill, but the Wildcats holding possession of this one, looking to center it out in front, can't do so. This one down the length of the ice, icing waved off. Harrison Walker up the ice will find Schneid. Schneid battling for that puck, far side half wall, has it taken away, played up, and now coming back in on the forecheck. The Black Knights are. Missing the big hit there was Pentinelli. Pentinelli aggressive on the forecheck. This one played back in cleanly by the Wildcats. Sparacy out of his goal to play it. A nice spin move by Van Wy. And the defenseman joining the rush. Now it deflected up and out of play into the Wildcats bench. With 10:33 to go. Once again, just want to thank you for tuning into tonight's broadcast. This is Section 3 hockey coverage between West Genesee and Rome Free Academy. Evan Harrington on the call, back to center ice for the face-off after the puck deflected up and out of play. As in over the line, Braden Carvel got a broken stick earlier in this game, got a new one there, dumped in by J.J. McCarthy. McCarthy 17 points on the year, looking to get something to go in front. Couple of tied up sticks, and it was blocked, it's loose. Carvel had a chance, can't get it to go. Puck spills into the neutral zone, taken back. Here comes Verano, met by a multitude of Wildcats. The captain, Bruno, looking to jump the fray on the forward check down the length of the ice. For an icing under the final 10, 9:52 exact. We have an O-zone face-off coming up here to the right of Donovan Whistle. Face-off won by the captain, DeWaters. Fired in by Testa. Puck exits the zone. Does not have enough for an icing. Played off the near boards in the neutral zone. Taken away. Delayed offsides. And his teammate did not know that's an intentional offsides. And in high school, that's going to keep it in neutral zone play. But if that was in the college ranks or higher, that would have been brought back into the RFA zone for a West Genesee face-off because the intentional offside. 9:29 to go. In over the line, Mark Verano. A little tie up in front. The captain, Bruno, for RFA, matched up against Nick Ballooney for West Genesee. Well, battle in front, no call for either side. 9:09 to go. West Genesee, one-time look from the slot. There by Deporte. Not able to get it to go. Puck bouncing in the neutral zone right in front of both benches. And pushing the puck forward. Mark Verano, he's got the captain with him in a diving defensive effort. There by Ryan Long. Puck in on goal. Bruno picks up the loose change. Finds an ear point shot deflected. There by Braden Weeks. Come on, body spilling, no call. Puck exits the zone. You got to think a call's going to come here. Both guys may go to the box. It's going to be 22 for West Genesee. That being Nick Maloney and number 7, Mark Verano for RFA. And definitely argue a penalty for both sides. Arguably, you can probably take both guys. But it looks like the official did a nice job of stepping in and is going to say, you get off, let's play this one a little bit later. And we're going to take this face off to center ice. So nice job by the officials there, keeping the emotions in check and not dishing out a penalty in this 1-1 game. And keeping it 5-on-5 hockey, even though the intensity's high. J.J. McCarthy wins the face-off, in over the line, quick shot, wide of goal. Off the near boards, poked it forward. We'll see if it has enough for an icing. This one slows up, does not. Pressured, Hunter Cole back below his own goal. He's pressured by Pentinelli, who was an aggressive forward checker. Tied up his man, but no other Black Knight was there to help him. Pentinelli once more fires that one, but a Wildcat bounce will allow them to take this puck in over the line, and a big collision, but still holding possession. A quick shot. That one just off the shoulder of Sparacy. kept back. Cole will just play this one back in. 7:45 to go. We're tied 1-1, third period. This is a Section 3 matchup between West Genesee and the visiting Rome Free Academy Black Knights. Sent back in the zone. Miles Mendiola taken back. Here we go. We got a 2-on-1 developing. Coming back. McAloon fires. And that one put home. Parker Berg on the doorstep. Advances the lead, 2-1, West Genesee in the lead. McAloon, who scored the game's opening goal, brought the puck up the far wing, shot it. Sparacy made the save, and just like his goal, the puck on the doorstep, and the crasher, number 23, Parker Berg, buries it, his 10th of the season, his 20th point overall. What a moment for the Wildcats. Now back below the goal, this momentum shifting back into the favor of West Genesee all the way down the ice. For an icing, 7:10 to go. With the icing, we'll see the Black Knights back into the offensive zone. 7:10 left, the captain in the face-off dot. It's won by Nick Maloney. Still in the West Jenny zone, sent all the way down the ice. That will go for another icing. You see the West Jenny crowd getting cheerful for that goal, and it was a great effort, 2-on-1, and just, you're that F2, crash the net, and that's exactly what Parker Berg did. Face off won by RFA, quick shot from the far point. Deflected back down low, the captain, Jacob Bruno, muscled off the puck and trying to get out of the zone. His puck sent down the length of the ice. And what a hustle and effort there by West Genesee's Sammy Formwald. Just getting to that puck was impressive. Before it could even go for a potential icing. And the netminder Donovan Whistle will just deflect that one up and out of play. So 6:33 to go, an upcoming face-off for the Black Knights. Face off to the left, the Whistle. Picked up by Hunter Cole. In front of the West Jenny bench. Played over far side. That's Walker. We'll play it in. Sparacy out of his own goal. And his puck cycled back below the goal. Sent out and down the length of the ice. Another icing here against RFA. .55 to go. West Genesee leading the visiting Rome Free Academy Black Knights in this Section 3 divisional matchup. It's the 1 versus 4 seed. West Genesee being the 4 seed after winning the section 4 years in a row. Well, RFA, the 1 seed undefeated, 6-0. West Genesee looking to topple the Black Knights for the first time this season in divisional play. Quick shot in on goal. Covered up. 5:36 to go. Black Knights leading in shots 21-19 despite being down by 1. Face off to the right of Sparacy will get a whistle. The official Doesn't like what he sees, but now he does. Actually, he does. He's going to ask for the captain, Logan Waters, to come out. We'll bring in Parker Berg, the hero up to this point. He scored the game-leading goal as West Jenny leads 2-1. This one played back below the goal. That's probably the player of the game at this point. Riley McAloon, 2 points, a goal and an assist. Parker Berg knocks his man down. And the man he knocked down was the RFA captain, number 14, Jacob Bruno. Catching the eye of the official, and now with 5:12 to go. West Genesee's had 2 power plays up to this point. They've not been able to capitalize on any of them. RFA had the game opening power play, not able to capitalize on that one. But they're going to have a chance to tie it up here in the late stages of the third period. One of the best power plays in all of Section 3 hockey. And they win the opening draw of the 2-minute man advantage. Mark Verano, who's had a multitude of chances here tonight, looking for his first. Verano back up top to the point. Solly, Verano, shot, save made by Whistle. The puck will find its way below the goal, sent all the way down the length of the ice by Nick Maloney. Sparacy out of the goal. 30 seconds gone in the man advantage. West Genesee leads 2-1. 4:35 to go. The captain in over the line. He's met. Trying to take it himself and dance with the puck. He's met. And Matthew Schneid for the Wildcats sends it down. 50 seconds gone in the man advantage. 4:20 left in the third. 1:05 in the power play. And now the captain picks up the puck in the neutral zone. Bruno centers. And a nice job defensively by Ryan Long. Not allowing that puck to sit in front of his netminder, Donovan Whistle, for any longer than it was. Puck tied up. On the near side, half wall fired. In on goal. And that puck was lucky that it did not bounce on Sparacy, but he sends it up beautifully down the length of the ice to Braden Meeks. But the chance was negated. The final 20 seconds of this power play. It's do or die time now for the Black Knights. Fired in. The whistle blown. It's going to be too many men from the looks of it against RFA. We'll see the call as it comes up. And that's what it will be. Too many men on Rome Free Academy. Carson Pentinelli will head to the bench. The penalty box, excuse me. So now with 3:24 to go, you got 4-on-4 hockey for the next 12 seconds, but up 1 goal. We'll see West Genesee have a power play for the last 2/3 of the 3 minutes and 20 seconds being played, and quickly winning the face-off. And a shot in on goal by Logan DeWaters, the captain. Save made by Sparacy. 6 seconds left in 4-on-4 play. But once again, once that time expires, the 4-on-4 now becomes a West Genesee power play. That due to the too many men penalty committed by RFA, and another quick save made by Sparacy. So 2 seconds left in the 4-on-4 affair here. 3:14 in the final period of play here from Show Park. Sectional 3 hockey. And now the West Genesee power play begins as they hold possession. The thing West Genesee's got to be careful is that they do not become complacent here up one late. The puck sent in on goal and fired down the length of the ice by the Black Knights. 90 seconds left in the power play for the Wildcats in a little dangerous play in front of his own goal. There was Ryan Long. Played in by Parker Berg. Sparacy out of the goal. Plays it up the boards. 2:35 to go. Now back to the center ice position was Ryan Long. Back in by the Wildcats. Sparacy out of the goal. 2:30 left in the period. A minute left in the Wildcats power play. They have the puck in over the line. And a chance from the slot by McAloon. He's stopped. This puck exits the zone. 50 seconds left in the Wildcats power play. Sparacy out of the goal. You got to think that he's potentially going to exit the pipes here real soon, as RFA's down one short-handed. Still in the pipes for the time being. Puck sent in. He has no urgency to get out of the net as of yet, as we'll await the signal from head coach Jason Nowacki. And an icing here against West Genesee with 28 seconds left on the man advantage. A minute 52 in the third, up one. They're finally leading in shots on goal for the first time since the start of the second, 23-22. Sparacy still in the goal. Face off to the left of the netminder, Donovan Whistle. Face off won by West Genesee. Sent down the length of the ice by Hunter Cole. First one there is number 10, Sammy Vormwald for the Wildcats. The final 15 seconds of this power play will result in West Genesee holding possession as it's fired down the length of the ice by the Black Knights. That one tipped in by Vormwald. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey, a minute 20 to go. Sparacy still in the goal. The rush chance begins. Puck not touched up. That will be an icing, as number 7, Mark Verano, was there on the far wing, perfectly sitting alone on the blue line. Puck just bounced over the top of his blade, resulting in an icing. This is huge now for the Wildcats, because how much time can they take off the clock to negate RFA from pulling the netminder, Dante Sparacy? A minute 10 left. Puck below the goal, and just battling for it is Logan DeWaters, the captain. No stick, the captain, putting it on the line. Wasted about 15 seconds. Still battles, no stick. Now the goalie, Sparacy. He's out, so we'll have 6-on-5 hockey. Net empty. Fired down the length of the ice. The captain can't keep it in. Puck into the neutral zone, battling for it. Riley McAloon. And taken away. West Genesee looking to ice it. They do. Parker Berg buries the empty netter. And with 40.8 seconds to go, the Wildcats lead 3-1. And the netminder, Donovan Wilson, there at the end of the line to take it all in. Up to this point, Donovan Whistle has been sensational in the net, saving 21 of 22 shots faced. That's 2 goals for Parker Berg, his 11th of the season. And Sparacy out of the goal once more. A chance to fire the puck in on goal for an empty net look, and a whistle blown here. The official coming right to it. It was number 4, Braden Meeks, and number 11, Matthew Schneid, who's been all over the place here tonight. So face-off coming, and it's going to be a penalty, actually, against Mark Verano for that. So That's pretty much going to do it, more likely than not, for RFA's chances of coming back in this one. Face off inside the defensive zone of the Black Knights. Short-handed. They're just going to leave Sparacy in the goal. Icing waved off. 15 seconds left. West Genesee leads 3-1. And as the final 5 seconds tick, here from Shell Park, the West Genesee Wildcats knock off the undefeated conference leaders in the Rome Free Academy Black Knights. And what a win that was for West Genesee. It was a battle-tested third period of hockey, and they stuck with it to knock off the 6-0 conference leaders. And they now move themselves up in contention in the Division I Section 3 standings. Before we let you go here, we'll just tell you how the game went, got to its point, and how it ended. We're going to go scoreless through the first period. Both teams battling even up to that point. We're going to enter the second period. 6:26 into the second. Riley McAloon will get his 5th goal of the season on the doorstep, buries it home. 10:26 into the second. Braden Meeks for Rome Free Academy will tie it 1-1. That's the end of the second. Starting the third, up to this point, both teams have not scored on the power play, only 5-on-5. It took a 2-on-1 chance by Riley McAloon and Parker Berg for Berg to bury the game-winning goal home, not once but twice, sealing the deal on the empty netter. And the player of the game for me has to be Donovan Whistle, just phenomenal in between the pipes tonight. 21 saves on 22 shots, phenomenal ending to what was a great game here from Shove Park, the home of the West Genesee Wildcats. Just want to say thank you for tuning into tonight's broadcast. Aaron McLaughlin producing. Once again, thank you for Evan Harrington. We will see you guys next time on tonight's Section 3 coverage. The West Genesee Wildcats hosting the visiting Rome Free Academy Black Knights.